If you're someone who's been constantly getting rejected, does not know how to make your existing resume impactful, then this video is for you. Hi everyone, my name is Twinkle and welcome back to my YouTube channel. In this video, I'm going to share with you some 5 to 6 tips that are going to help you turn your existing resume a little more impactful so that you get selected for your next job application. Let's begin. First and the most important thing here I want to ask you is to give them the most specific, crisp, how I always like to say it, and the precise document, so they don't have to do extra hard work to read and find out those specific details. Rather, you only give them specific and relevant stuff which is important and adding value. So first thing is that we remove all the trashy things that are not required, which includes these things. Number one being declaration. Declaration is obsolete, guys, and if you're anyone who's applying on the portal, you've already signed a declaration that whatever you're providing is all to the best of your knowledge. And isn't it obvious? Isn't it something that is implied? Are you anyway going to give them false something that you're not supposed to provide them? Are you providing them false information, or you being dishonest? Then it is already a red flag. This is expected out of you. So do not waste your time writing those 5-6 statements of declaration that whatever you say is to the best of your knowledge and it's correct, because you are not a governing authority and you do not have an authority to do that as well. So just get rid of it and save that space and utilize it for something better. On the other hand, please do not go ahead and include references or write something references available on request, because again, if they need it from you, you will have to give them in a piece of paper that has another format attached to it. References available on request or adding references without being asked is something that is again obsolete, not required at all. So do not go ahead with it, remove it and save that extra space, and again put it together where you can actually add something valuable. So see, you've already saved a lot of space. Another place that you can save some space is adding your personal details, which is marital status, your gender, your weight, height, father's name, mother's name, religion. All of these things are not required. They are absolutely a waste of space. Please go ahead and delete all these pieces of information. Second most important point here. Now, when you've gone ahead and removed everything unnecessary, let's talk about the second important point, which is matrix. Yes, numbers. As much as you can, if it's possible for you, go ahead and include numbers and be specific. For example, if you're someone who wants to write that you've led various events and if you've organized a lot of projects, rather than writing various events and a lot of projects, go ahead and name them. I've led more than 10 events and worked with a team of 8+ members, or you've gone ahead and led 6+ projects successfully. Now that makes a difference because it becomes more verifiable and believable. So do not forget to add any matrix in the form of number of people that you've come across, customers that you've entertained, any views, blogs, anything. If you've achieved a sales target, if there's a percentage, if there's an achievement, anything and everything where you can add number in terms of money, people, or percentage, or a change that you've made, go ahead. Take your opportunity and add matrix to create that impact. Point number 3, please go ahead and remove that objective statement. We do not need that. No. Don't get me wrong. I'm not asking you to not write anything in the form of a summary, but summary means that you summarize the piece of paper, which is your CV or your resume, and you write a personalized statement that describes you and gives them a starting edge or gives them an impactful starting statement so that they're compelled to read your resume. So do not write a generalized statement where you want to tell them that my objective is to join your airline and this and that in XYZ position, because that is obvious. You've come there to apply for this position and you want to grow with the company, you want to work for them. This is all implied. In fact, this is overused and something which is very generic. I would say that you go ahead and describe yourself in one or two adjectives. Go ahead and give them a brief about your education, your skills, your experience, and then club it up with what you're looking for. Now that makes an impactful professional summary rather than adding a generalized objective, which is again obsolete. Number 4, adding action verbs and removing all the personal pronouns. Personal pronouns, I, we, my, any of your sentences or your bullet points, if they're starting with personal pronouns, remove it, delete it. Rather, make sure that you start all your bullet points with an action verb. And when you use action verbs, try to go beyond the expectation. Here is the time that you can actually show your knowledge about different vocabulary or different words. For example, rather than using words like used or managed, you could say strategized, facilitated, something that shows the kind of work you've done. So go ahead, add action verbs and remove all those weak words, including pronouns, personal pronouns, from the start of your bullet points to again make it more impactful. And go ahead and add words like managed, organized, led, strategized, facilitated, responded, resolved, headed, etc., etc., etc. You can find a lot of impactful action verbs over the internet. Now this is a piece of information that you can go ahead and find, Google it, get the words that work for your profile the best and include it in your resume. Yes, you can do that, but what you cannot do is copying statements, generalized statements that do not add any value and you're not even able to understand and explain, and making the mistake of adding them into your resume. The last but not the least, point number 5 is adding keywords. Whether it's manual or automatic, you are supposed to sprinkle a fair amount of keywords that are not just relevant but also has a fair share of transferable skills. What are transferable skills? The number of skills, the type of skills that are required in a particular field, specifically aviation or hospitality or customer service. There are a few skills, few words like customer service satisfaction, active listening, prioritization, relationship building, etc., etc., etc. All these words are quite relevant to the industry that you're applying for. If you actively, consciously go ahead and include these words and sprinkle them actively on your resume, it is going to improve the scan rate for the ATS as well, not just manually but also in an ATS. It is going to make sure that your resume has a good rank and it has more probabilities to come up and go to a recruiter for another manual scan. So make sure to consciously sprinkle all these keywords in your experience section, your professional summary and your additional information where it makes most sense, because the placement of these words also makes a bigger difference. It just increases the amount, the frequency and the weightage that the scan or the ATS scanner is going to provide your resume with. So go ahead and utilize manual, automatic as well as transferable skills as a part of your keyword list and sprinkle them all over. Well, that brings me to the end of this video. I hope you found this video helpful. Here were 5 ways that you could amp up or make your resume impactful. If you're someone who needs extra help or a review or some private consultations with regards to your resume, I will leave my email link in the description box. Also, there is a website that can help you with all the services that we provide. Go ahead and check them out. If you found this video helpful, go ahead, share it with someone, like this video. Not subscribed yet, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Also left my Instagram handle in the description box. If you have any other questions, put it down in the comment section below. I will see you in my next video. Till then, take care and bye bye.